Mr. Real Talk, your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood, sisterhood, and an attempt at righteousness. Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? We must, and I repeat, we must turn to the Most High God and Him alone. No sidekicks, no helpers, no Batman and Robin, no Justice League, no Captain Planet and the Planeteers, none of that garbage. Any other deity that you are directing your love and admiration and your praise and praying to, that would be an idol. Doesn't matter if that deity actually exists or not. We know that Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, we know that those angels exist. But the minute that we start praising them, worshiping them, and praying to them, now we are in full-fledged idolatry. And that's going to get you taken out by the Lord of hosts and Him alone. It's all about Yahweh, y'all. If you are watching this video right now and you understand that it's only about Yahweh and Yahweh only, I want you to go down in the comment section and type in Yahweh only or Yah only. Let us know that you get it, because we know that most people out there, they do not have a clue. And most people don't have a clue as to how powerful the book of Psalms are. The book of Psalms are so supernatural, it will literally change your life. Words are powerful. Words are magical. That's why you have a class in school called spelling, because it's spelled. Every time you speak the English language, you are casting spells, whether you want to or not, whether you know it or not. The English language is built with spells in it. That's why sometimes a word in English, one word can have 6 or 7 different meanings, because it's witchcraft on the left-hand side. The English language is used and manipulated by people who want to deceive you. And the English language allows for that to take place, with the availability of one word having 7 different meanings. You see that? It's word magic, witchcraft. Spelling is a spell that they place you under with their words, get you confused, put you in a trance with words. Now you can either do that on the left-hand side for wickedness, or you can come to the right-hand side for righteousness and use righteous words. That's what the book of Psalms is. It's righteous words, righteous power, magic, spiritual power, magic. You call it whatever you want. I don't care what you call it, because I know what it is. The psalmist, one of the psalmists, King David, he was doing psalm magic every time he casted out evil spirits out of King Saul. He did it by what? Singing songs and playing instruments. Hey, look, check this out. Because we've been talking a lot about psalm magic, the power of songs, of psalms, singing them, chanting them, reading them, repeating them over and over, and really focusing on the words. Not just, Yahweh is my shepherd, I shall not want, making him lie down, green pastures, lead me beside the still water. Not just reading like that as fast as you can, speaking the words slowly, firmly, with belief, with emotion, with intent. These are words out of the Old Testament. These are not just regular words. These same words in this book were used to cast out evil spirits from King Saul. When King David, before he was king, would begin to sing. Some of these very words that are written in this book are magical. And then he would amplify those things by playing on the harp. Did you know there's certain words that you can say are magical. They carry a certain frequency. Just like certain notes you can strum on a piano, guitar, whatever, have certain messages in there. Frequencies, vibrations. King David understood that. And when he would do that, evil spirits would leave. How can you equate somebody singing and playing an instrument with casting out evil spirits unless it was a miracle, supernatural power, magic? Or if you feel comfortable using what it really is, you can just say science. All magic is deep, 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 deep science that you don't understand. So you call it magic. The book of Psalms is not understood in these modern times. Our forefathers understood it, and we are turning back to the same God that they worshiped. We're trying to get back to the old paths, the old ways. Look at this. We saw 333 today, right? One of the numbers that we see often. And today we saw 333 and somebody pointed it out. Check this out. We saw 333 and we did like we do. Ran into the scriptures, right? I went to Psalms chapter 33, verse 3. There's the 333. Look at this. With all the stuff we've been talking about the last couple of videos, last couple of lives, listen to this. Psalms 33 and 3. Sing unto him a new song. Play skillfully with a loud noise. Do you hear that? Strumming on a harp, playing on the piano, playing on the drums, keyboard. Play skillfully with a loud noise. Do some loud psalm magic. Do you see that? Music is magic. Or maybe somebody out there doesn't know that. Maybe you don't know that. Or if you're still afraid to use the word magic, and I get it, because what church has done to you, you can say music is science. Look, why do you think that there's an old saying out there that says music soothes the savage beast? Where you think that come from, Hebrew? How on earth would music soothe the savage beast? Because it's spiritual, y'all. Everything is spiritual, including music. Music is at a certain frequency, a vibration. Vibrations can be used to move people's spirits, to move your energy, to move your emotion, to move. Did y'all just hear that? That was sound confirmation. I said that, and then that door got sucked in. The vent kicked on as soon as I said that. Sound confirmation made that door snatch as soon as I said that. If you're watching this video right now and you can understand that you just witnessed sound confirmation on this vital topic that we're talking about, go down in the comment section, y'all, and say sound confirmation so I know that y'all still with me, man. Only if you saw what just happened. I can't make none of this up. All the stuff that we've been talking about here lately, last couple of videos, last couple of lives, spiritual power, psalm magic, singing and chanting psalms and how powerful the psalms are. And as soon as I made that statement, that door got sucked in. Do y'all see that? These are not just regular words, y'all. I'm going to read it again. Psalms 33 and 3. Sing unto him a new song. Play skillfully with a loud voice. With a loud noise. Whatever you playing, harp, piano, smacking on the drums. Play it skillfully with a loud noise and sing that song. I'm telling you, you change the atmosphere when you start singing psalms as opposed to reading them. Look, don't get me misunderstood. You need to read these things. They're great to read, but you also need to sing and chant them. It's something about adding a melody to these words because they're not regular words. It's magical. You add a melody to it, now you're changing the whole makeup of it here. You're changing the whole genetic structure of it. You're making it more magical. And if you got an instrument and you add that to it, now you're making it even more magical, making it more powerful. I'm talking to somebody out there. I hope you guys and gals see this. With all of the stuff we've been talking about here lately, and then we see 333. I'm gonna read it again. Psalms 33 and 3. Sing unto him a new song. Play skillfully with a loud voice. Do you realize that we could have saw any other number today, but we saw 333? And with all of the stuff that we've been talking about, you can't see that this is a sign and a wonder from the Most High, that this verse goes exactly with psalm magic, with singing, chanting psalms. I really want y'all to understand that, fam. You must. All praises to the Most High God, y'all. The power in these psalms is ridiculous. Turn with me to the book of Psalms, chapter 143, verse 7 through 12. Psalms 143, 7 through 12. Hear me speedily, O Yahweh, my spirit faileth. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like unto them that go down into the pit. The psalmist is acknowledging to the Most High, if you hide your face to me, I'm going to die. If you hide your face from me, I'm going to die. Verse 8, cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee. Verse 9, deliver me, O Yahweh, from mine enemies. I flee unto thee to hide me. David wants to hide in the secret place of the Most High. Verse 10, teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. This is the prayer of the psalmist. This is a song, a psalm of David. Y'all, we need to start singing this. Verse 11, quicken me, O Yahweh, for thy name's sake. Not for Christ, not for JC, not for Yeshua, not for Bahashem or none of that other garbage. Quicken me, O Yahweh, for thy name's sake. For thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. Do y'all hear this, family? And we all know there's many different kinds of trouble that our soul can be in. This is a gut-wrenching psalm, a gut-wrenching prayer from King David, y'all. Verse 12. And of thy mercy, cut off mine enemies and destroy all them that afflict my soul, for I am thy servant. Hey, family, do you hear this? You need to be singing this. You need to be chanting this, singing this. A book full of magic right under our noses in the Old Testament. And they taught you that magic is evil. Yeah, a certain kind of magic is evil. When you go to church, drinking blood, eating bodies, yeah, that's evil. When you serving another God, yeah, that's evil. But it is not evil. Was Moses evil when he turned his rod into a snake? Was Elijah evil when he called down fire from heaven? And stop listening to Catholics and Christians because they do not have answers. I challenge you, ask a Christian pastor or a so-called devout Christian church member, how did Moses turn his staff into a snake? I already know what they're going to tell you. Brother, he did that by the power of God. No duh. Who don't know that? Nigga, I said, how did he do it? Walk me through it. Play by play. I want to read about it. What did he do? How did he do it? Christians are just going to either look at you with that blank Christian stare, sound confirmation, letting you know that everything I'm saying is true. They're going to look at you with that blank Christian stare, that glare, or they're going to say, brother, he did it by the power of God. They're going to repeat what they already said, what we already know. Everybody and their mama knows he did it by the power of God. I said, how? How did he bring about this power of God? Tell me. I'm all ears. You know what they're going to say then? They're going to say, they don't know. But one thing they do know, it was not magic, brother, at all. It was not magic, brother. The power of God. But ask him, how did he do it? Crickets. They don't know. And I'm not about to let them scare me off of trying to find out how. Well, brother, the Bible didn't go into it. All of the information is not in the Bible. And I'm not afraid to say that neither. We deal with reality over here. These heathen, pagan, Gentile beasts have rifled through our scriptures. They added stuff in and they took stuff out. That's why you don't know how he turned his staff into a snake. You don't know. The power of God, brother. Nigga, I said how. Tell me, what did he do? What did he say? You don't know because you're a Christian and a Catholic. You're afraid of learning. So you try to make other people afraid too. That ain't working no more. How did he turn his staff into a snake? Brother, one thing we know, it was not magic, brother. It was the power of God. How did he do it? It was the power of God, brother. They don't know. You better stop listening to these Christians and these messianics out here who want to tell you so much that it was the power of God. But when you ask them how did they do it, they don't know. Why don't you know? Ask them that. Why don't they know? Well, brother, it's not written in the Bible. Who said that everything was written in the Bible? Everything is not written in the Bible. Y'all got to stop. You have got to stop letting these demons make you afraid. I'm talking about your oppressor right now. I know what the spiritual demons are doing, but these physical demons, your oppressor, y'all let them make y'all afraid to go learn. Don't read this, don't read that. It was the power of God, brother. I said, how, nigga? Crickets is all you're going to hear because they don't know. And they don't want you to know, and they don't want you to go try to learn it either. Church is not there to help you. They're there to stifle your growth and to turn you into an enemy of the Most High. You got a book full of magic in the Old Testament Psalms, and you don't even know it. Even though these words in the book of Psalms were used to cast out evil spirits from King Saul, you don't know how to use it because you've been told that chanting is evil, magic is evil, and you won't research nothing for yourself because you're afraid. Shame on you for not doing the own homework and research for yourself. Shame on you, Hebrew. You're weak and you're easily had by anybody and everybody because you're lazy and you're weak. Afraid of learning, just like a Christian, just like a Catholic. The Most High wants to answer our prayers out there, y'all. And he wants us to tap into this spiritual power, but we got to stop being scared. All right, check this out. Let's turn to the book of Psalms 102. The book of Psalms, chapter 102, verses 1 and 2. The book of Psalms, chapter 102, verse 1 and 2. A prayer of the afflicted when he is overwhelmed and poureth out his complaint before Yahweh. When you are oppressed on all sides, when you are afflicted, you got all kind of troubles in your life. Why don't you try coming over here to Psalms 102, verse 1 through 2? Sing this over and over. Chant this over and over. Don't just go, hear my prayer, O Lord, and let my cry come unto thee. Hear my prayer, O Lord, let my cry come unto thee. No. Slow it down. Take some deep breaths. Inhale, exhale a few times. Calm your nerves, calm your spirit. Speak clearly in a calm voice and start to sing and chant. Hear my prayer, O Yahweh, and let my cry come unto thee. Verse 2, hide not thy face from me in the day when I am in trouble. Incline thine ear unto me in the day when I call. Answer me speedily. Y'all, do y'all hear that? This is not just regular words. It's not just a regular rap song or R&B song. This is Psalm magic. This is for everybody out there who can lay hold on to this if you can receive it. The psalmist is asking for the Most High to act quickly, speedily. Sometimes you don't have time to wait. You don't have hours and days. Sometimes you need action right now. That's why it says the Most High is a present help in the time of trouble. These Psalms are real, y'all. The power of the book of Psalms is unbelievable. Start tapping in, Hebrew. I hope somebody was edified by this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Top X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. See you on the next one, fam. I'm out.